Someone is asking about your home address and they are trying to open this before tomorrow. Wait, don't rush past this. Lean in and listen, because what I'm about to share is not the usual. It's not fear. It's not superstition. It's a signal. It's a turning. Your name has been whispered in rooms you have never seen. Your steps have been traced in conversations you never heard. There have been attempts to find your address, to locate where you lay your head, to touch the space where you breathe and pray. But before your heart starts racing, hear this clearly: heaven has already been listening. Angels have been watching the attempts, measuring every motive and guarding every gate. Not a hair on your head, nor a hinge on your door has been touched without permission from the one who keeps watch. What others meant to disturb you, God has turned into a sign that your life is moving, a sign that a change is at your threshold. Stay with me, don't scroll. This moment is for you and you alone. Your house is more than timber and locks. Your walls have learned your story. Your door frames remember your prayers. The floorboards carry the sound of your laughter and the weight of your tears. Every hallway has held your hope. Every room has felt your questions. And because of that, heaven has made what you call home a place of visitation. Angels have been stationed at your doorstep, not as decoration, but as defense. Not as myth, but as movement. There is activity around your address because something is being rerouted to you. What looked like curiosity about your location was actually heaven redirecting deliverables. What was circling is now being scheduled for delivery. Don't miss this. Stay. A messenger is already on the move, carrying what your heart couldn't shake, what your spirit has been expecting in whispers. It's coming to break the quiet, to end the pause, to bring a word that sounds like fresh air. This isn't random. Why are you hearing this now, and not yesterday, not next week? Because you needed this before the next sunrise. Because there is a window called tomorrow, and heaven wants you standing in it with faith. It may be a letter. It may be a phone call. It may be a message that shows up unannounced. It may be a face you didn't expect to see. However it arrives, it will be linked to you. But only the ones who stay expectant will see it come into fullness. Only those who hold on in faith will recognize it when it knocks. Hold on, don't leave now. Because when you walk away, you leave your gate unlatched. And heaven asked me to tell you, don't let what belongs to you arrive to an empty doorway. Michael, the great captain of heaven's host, stands near the boundary of your home even now. His declaration is firm. No shadow crosses this threshold. Only light. Only goodness. Only what heals. Your address is known in heaven. It's etched in fire that darkness cannot read and cannot erase. What was meant to unsettle you has become your confirmation. When the world wakes tomorrow, something new will be waiting at your door. Expect it. Welcome it. Do not treat this lightly. This is an invitation with your name on it. Heaven knows your name. Heaven knows your street. Heaven knows the miracle you have requested with a tired voice. So before tomorrow reaches your windows, prepare your heart. The story you have been living is ready to turn a page. Stay with me. A page is opening about you, even as these words meet your ears. Someone has been asking where you live, but heaven shifted the meaning. The question in the courts of God is not where do you live. The question is where do the blessings belong? And the answer is simple: your door, your path, your home. Listen closely. Last night, while you slept, your name was spoken in the halls of heaven. Michael lifted your story like a sealed letter and said, "Enough delay, enough waiting. It's time." Understand this. That's why this message reached you in time, before your tomorrow arrived. That's why you found it and pressed play, because the next few hours are not empty. They are loaded with motion bearing your name. Think of your home. Think of the corner where you stood and asked for help. Think of the chair where you sank because you were tired. Think of the room where you laughed like the world was kind, even when it wasn't. All of that has been remembered. All of that has weight in heaven. The decision has been made. Joy must move back in. Your house must carry peace again. Someone may be fishing for your address. They don't know that angels got there first. They don't know your doorway glows in a light they cannot see. Don't you understand? You're not watching this by accident. Tomorrow is not just another calendar square. Tomorrow is a threshold, and if you step through it with faith, ordinary will put on extraordinary. Stay with me. Your chapter is about to turn. When heaven writes your name, no human hand can cross it out. Your location is more than a GPS pin. It's a testimony site. People may be searching, but heaven already found you. And as you quiet your heart right now, God whispers, "I'm visiting your house. I'm visiting your life. I'm sending what you asked for." This moment isn't coincidence. It's timing. If you believe it, say it out loud where you are. Write it if you can. My home is ready for heaven's arrival. Your agreement matters before tomorrow breaks. Stay. Someone asking about your address is not a trivial detail. It's a signal. It means your name is in circulation in places eyes can't see. When that happens, angels move. Michael is walking the streets that lead to your door this very moment. He's announcing, this place is chosen. This space is set apart. This is where delivery lands. Your rooms have been quiet for too long, but quiet does not mean empty. In the quiet, your prayers have been vibrating like distant thunder. Heaven heard every syllable. The verdict has rest on it. Blessing must return to your house. That is why this word found you before the clock turns. There is a seal on tomorrow, and faith is the key that opens it for you. Keys in your hand open the door you can touch. Faith opens the door you cannot see. Hold that key in your chest tonight. Something unseen clicks open when you do. Don't go. This is preparation. Your ears need to hear the sound of locks releasing. Your heart needs to feel the approach of news at your gate. Michael is circling your property line, brushing away what tried to linger, tracing your walls with light. Those looking for your address will find no access for harm. What they will find is a glow light on your porch, peace in your windows, favor at your door. A house that cannot be invaded because God's hand is the lock. Before tomorrow, a sign will reach you. It might arrive in a message that shakes your heart awake. It might drift into your dreams with the clarity of morning. It might come as a phrase that lands heavy and sure. Do not dismiss it. It will confirm what heaven already inked your name, your address, in divine fire. Hold steady. A shift is coming that few expected, but many will witness. Speak with faith. My house is a gate for miracles. Say it until your walls hear you. Say it until your floorboards agree. Your faith is a signal. Heaven responds to signals. Hear me, this is more than words. It's revelation. Your name has been noticed. Your life has been lifted like a letter sealed with gold. Michael's stamp is already on it. Your home is not just a place where you sleep. It is chosen ground. Heaven showed me lights along your walls. Every tear you hid has turned into something bright before God. Every midnight whisper has become a lantern angels follow. That's why your address is marked. That's why this message keeps returning to you tonight. Your home is already written into heaven's agenda. Michael is not asking, where do you live? He's announcing, here is where blessing lands. Here is where abundance rests. Right now, an unseen package is being tied with a thread of light. Your name is on it. It isn't delayed. It's en route. Maybe you felt unseen. Maybe your doors felt shut. Hear me, heaven is sending a visitor. It might not be knuckles on wood. It might be the ding of a notification that changes a timeline. It might be a call that flips a no into a yes. It might be an opening that was a wall last week. You are hearing this before tomorrow because God is saying, I heard, I saw. I'm sending what can't be stolen. That's why Michael is at your entry, not with a toy, but with a flame. Only what fits the light is permitted in. Only what heals is allowed to remain. Declare it. My home is ready for delivery. I'm not shrinking back. I'm opening wide with faith. Tomorrow is a doorway. Faith is the key. Use it. Stay right here. Someone asking for your address is not about maps and routes. It's about heaven flagging your life for a shift. The question in heaven is never confusion. It's confirmation. Michael is holding your address like a page in his hand. He lifts it and says, this is a house of light. This is a ready place. Tomorrow will not roll in empty. It's carrying something with your signature already on it. That is why this moment reached you before the sun returns. Your spirit is being ready to receive what some won't see and others won't understand. They'll ask, what's so special? Heaven already answered, chosen, covered, favored. Everything in your home has meaning. The steps you counted down the hall, the hurt you exhaled under a blanket, the morning you sang when there wasn't a reason yet. None of it was wasted. God collected every ache and every spark. He's sending joy back in double portions. Others may be curious about your address, but heaven says it's guarded. The route is known. The blessing arrives here. Before tomorrow, you may feel it like the air is shifting. You may see it in a small sign that lands truer than logic. And when that moment comes, you'll know this was preparation, not just talk. Speak with confidence. My home is ready. My life is open. My blessing is on the way. What you announce in faith, heaven seals in strength. Stay a little longer. This is the turn. The interest in your address was never about alarm. It was about alignment. Heaven has been tracking your house, not to bring trouble, but to deliver what's owed. The delivery is closer than you think. Picture an angel at your gate, holding a scroll wrapped with living flame. Your name is carved across the seal. Inside answers, provisions, the breakthrough you placed on the top shelf of your heart and tried to forget. Michael guards the path of that scroll to ensure it reaches only your hands. The place of arrival is your home. Tomorrow is the threshold. Tonight is the readiness. Do not scroll away. Let your spirit hear what comes next. When the delivery arrives, it won't sound like a routine knock. It may slip through like a message that shifts your insides. It may open doors you stopped pushing. Heaven's packages come wrapped in surprise, timed to perfection, heavy with joy. Your home is about to host something sacred. The air will lighten. The tension caught in corners will loosen. Confusion will surrender to clarity. Quiet will turn into peace, not emptiness. This is what it feels like when heaven steps inside. Stay present. You might hear laughter again. You might watch locks turn with no struggle. You might feel calm with no explanation except this: it is well. Heaven leaves fingerprints that look like ease and sound like joy. And once blessing enters, it multiplies. It won't come and leave empty. Michael stands at your door like a sentinel. He says no loss, no theft, no shadow steals this. The package is yours. That's why this word is early, so you prepare room for what's arriving. Speak it out. My delivery is here. My address is chosen. My portion is mine. If you're ready to receive, whisper yes. Write yes. Believe yes. Sometimes heaven asks for your agreement out loud so your walls can hear. Don't go. The signs of arrival include more than external shifts. You will sense them. Peace will settle over your home, not silence that drains, but quiet that fills. That peace is the brush of angels preparing your atmosphere. You may feel warmth like light on your shoulders when there is no reason for it. That warmth is Michael near your door. Hope will rise, not because a circumstance changed, but because truth got louder than fear. That hope is heaven laying a trail of joy so you'll recognize the moment when it appears. Your address isn't just numbers. It's a meeting place. Tomorrow has been marked for contact. The blessing may walk in as a word on a screen or a person at your gate, but your spirit will confirm this is it. Heaven arrived. Stay. Preparation happens in the heart before it shows up at the door. Some deliveries require a ready soul. Don't be caught inattentive. This word is aligning you. Open your mouth and say, my home is open to light. My life is ready. Michael adds his assurance. The sign won't confuse. It will comfort. It will confirm ownership. This belongs to you. Now declare it with courage. I won't miss my sign. I won't miss my portion. My home is set. Hold the line. We spoke of signs, of feeling, of delivery. Imagine the moment the blessing crosses your threshold. The air tastes different. A weight lifts that you forgot you were carrying. You don't need to explain it for it to heal you. That is the imprint of heaven. And once it enters, it settles. And once it settles, it spreads. Michael guards the boundary and says, sorrow no longer lodges here. This address won't be overlooked again. This home is a vessel for good things. That's why you're hearing this before tomorrow. The shift is already underway. Expect it. Prepare for it. Welcome it. Your home is becoming holy ground set apart by joy and guarded by peace. Each room begins telling a new story. The walls start echoing a new sound. People will notice without understanding why. You will know heaven visited my house. Speak it now. My rooms are filled with blessing. My days are carrying overflow. My tomorrow is bright. Don't leave yet. What happens after blessing enters is as important as the arrival. When heaven decides to remain, everything starts aligning. Your body responds. Weariness loosens. Strength returns in places you thought were closed. Peace moved through you in ways rest could not achieve. Heaven in the house touches the body in the house. Your connections shift. Frayed ties are rewoven. Old misunderstandings melt. Those who carry truth with love find their way to your table. Those who belong to other stories drift quietly out of your doorway. Michael ensures that only what is honest and kind remains under your roof. Your provision changes. Where lack had a voice, opportunity answers back. Where doors were stubborn, gates start to open. Heavenly delivery never arrives empty. It carries resources. It carries favor. The work of your hands receives breath. Your heart transforms. Loneliness exhales and leaves. Restless questioning finds answers or finds peace beyond needing them. Joy returns, not like a spark, but like a steady flame. This is why your address was flagged. Not just for your home, but for your health, your relationships, your provision, your inner life. Michael stands and announces, this child's home is sealed. Their strength is renewed. Their bonds are restored. Their supply is multiplied. Their heart is mended. Their future shines. Say it with faith. My blessing is not a visitor. It's a resident. My life is transformed. My future is lit. Stay. Your story will not stop at your doorway. When heaven settles in your home, it becomes a living signal to others. Someone asking about your address was more than curiosity. It was destiny getting directions. Your story was meant to be a signpost. Neighbors who saw a quiet door will notice light. Friends who thought your chapter was closed will wonder at the pages turning themselves. Even strangers will feel the difference when they stand near you. That difference is not luck. It's the residue of heaven. Your life will become someone else's answer. When they see your strength renewed, they will hope again. When they see relationships healed, they will reach out again. When they see provision appear, they will believe again. When they see joy that lasts, they will know heaven has not left them either. Michael doesn't only protect, he amplifies. He's declaring, this home is a beacon. This story is a testimony. This life points the way. Your blessing will overflow. It will touch family and friends. It will spill into the lives of those who never told you they were watching. Your home becomes a doorway proof that if heaven can meet you, it can meet them. Declare it boldly. My life is a signal. My story is a light. My testimony awakens faith. Don't move. There's more. Overflow was always the plan. Heaven never intended for blessing to pool and stagnate. The reason someone has been swirling around your address is because multiplication is about to begin there. Imagine your home as a fountain. At first, the water rises for you, peace in your chest, laughter in your rooms, provision in your hands. Then it spills outward. Others drink and find rest. Others step under it and come away clean. And here's the mystery. The more it flows out, the more heaven pours back in. What you share doesn't shrink. It multiplies. Blessings behave like seeds. When you sow kindness, when you give encouragement, when you offer testimony, heaven trusts you with more. God whispers, if they steward this well, I'll increase it. If they pour out, I'll pour more in. Michael speaks over your address. This house is a storehouse of good. What leaves here returns larger. What shines here lights others, and the flame only grows. This is the cycle: receive, overflow, multiply. Your health restored inspires health in others, and your strength deepens. Your joy shared awakens joy in others, and your joy expands. Your provision given lifts others, and your supply stabilizes. Say it now. My blessing multiplies. My home overflows. What I release returns greater. Stay with this. Let these words settle, because heaven often lets the heart catch up with what it's already arranged. And listen, there's something practical you can do as a sign of agreement. Before you sleep tonight, stand at your door. Place your hand on the frame and say, "Only light passes here. Only blessing rests here." Walk through your rooms, even if you can't do them all, and whisper, "Peace lives here." It may feel simple, but simple acts done in faith carry weight. In the morning, when you hold your keys, remember one set opens wood and metal. The other opens what eyes can't see. If anxiety comes, hand it over like a package that doesn't belong to you. Say, "Not at this address." If a thought tries to invade, tell it, "This space is sealed." And when you sense that nudge, a text, a call, an email, an opportunity, don't talk yourself out of it. Move toward it with a steady step. Heaven's deliveries rarely arrive with a dramatic fanfare. They come closed as ordinary moments that carry extraordinary weight. You might ask, but what if I'm wrong? What if I'm reading too much into this? Hear me with love. You're not conjuring a fantasy. You're aligning with timing. Heaven isn't asking you to perform. It's asking you to believe. Faith doesn't strain. Faith stands. Michael stands with you. He's not pacing in panic. He's posted at peace. He is commanding what does not belong to stay away and what belongs to come home. This is why interest in your address rose. It was the echo of heaven's choice. Your home is a chosen landing site. So let your words match your expectation. Speak blessing over your threshold. Call your rooms by new names: peace room, joy room, rest room, provision room. Call your kitchen the table of plenty. Call your hallway the corridor of answered prayer. Words name things, and heaven listens when faith names with love. And if you feel alone in this, you're not. You are surrounded. Even now, the unseen is busier than the seen. You can breathe. Declare again, my address is covered. My steps are guided. My doors are guarded. My windows welcome light. Tomorrow is a doorway. You will not miss it. And if at first the sign feels small, don't dismiss small. Seeds are small. Keys are small. Scroll seals are small. But they open everything. If a delay shows up, do not read it as denial. Sometimes delivery trucks pause at the end of the street to make sure a gate is open. If something takes a moment, use that moment to bless your door again. Say, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm not moving off my promise. And if you're listening at night, tell your pillow, I will sleep in peace because the Lord makes me dwell in safety. If you're hearing this in the morning, whisper, I step out with favor and I return with grace. If you're at midday, breathe in and say, even now, heaven is at work around my house. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to convince anyone. You just need to agree. Agreement is a key. Agreement is a yes that opens gates. Heaven asked for your yes before tomorrow. Give it. I bless your front step to carry good news. I bless your door to welcome friends and turn away harm. I bless your windows to hold the light longer. I bless your roof to cover you like a promise. I bless your rooms to echo laughter that heals. I bless your table to be a place of answers, not arguments. I bless your nights to hold rest that renews. I bless your mornings to rise with clarity. Michael, keep watch. Command the corners. Guard the path. Let nothing counterfeit arrive. Let nothing rightful be diverted. Let every delivery marked for this home come on time, intact, and identifiable. And you, beloved soul, step into tomorrow like someone expected. Because you are. Heaven already penned your address in its book of visitation. You are not lost in the crowd. You are not forgotten at the edge of the city. Your name is known. Your street is known. Your home is loved. If you feel tears, let them come. They are prayers too. If you feel quiet, sit in it. It is healing something. If you feel to speak, speak. If you feel to write, write. If you feel to sing, sing softly over your rooms. Your voice is part of this blessing. And when the sign arrives, whether as peace, as warmth, as a new open door, as a message that changes something, say, thank you with your whole self. Gratitude is a gate that swings wider. Before we close, put your hand over your heart and repeat these words slowly. My house is a sanctuary of light. My address is covered and chosen. My threshold welcomes peace. My steps are guided into good. My delivery is on time. My joy is returning in full. My life is a testimony that multiplies. Stay with me one last moment. Someone asking for your address was the rumor. Heaven's answer is the reality. The rumor said, find their door. Heaven said, we already have. The rumor circled. Heaven landed. The rumor hinted at trouble. Heaven declared blessing. That is the truth you carry into tomorrow. And when you open your door in the morning, whether to a sunrise or to a sky still gray, say these words under your breath. Light, come in. Blessing, come home. Peace, remain. You're ready. Your home is ready. The messenger knows the way. The seal is unbroken. The time is now.